Hello there, world of takers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the Tier 9 Soviet Tech Tree Heavy, the ST-1, a vehicle that is just incredible. It features 8 degrees of gun depression and a Tier 10 gun. And when I say Tier 10 gun, I mean 374 millimeters of heat pen. That is more than you'll find on 80 to 90% of Tier 10 vehicles, even the heavies at that. It's kind of crazy. Add that into the fact this vehicle has very solid armor and a top speed of 38. Is there really anything the ST-1 can't do? Well, there's one thing, and that is climb up hills. This tank is not very fast. It features a power to weight the same as the T110E3. Yeah, it's very slow. So because of that, you do have to think a little bit ahead of time what you're going to do in this vehicle. Because whenever you're climbing up hills or you need that acceleration, yeah, it's not going to help you out all too much. As well, the vehicle only reverses at 13. So getting in and out of position can be rather cumbersome. However, the ST-1 features so many good things like the gun depression, the hull down capabilities, and the incredibly strong turret plus gun that it kind of makes up for all the downsides. I feel very confident fighting tier 10 heavies in the ST-1, let alone when you get in a battle with tier 8s. Here we are in our first battle. Up against us, what do we have? Well, it is tier 10s. They have only one medium, being an M46 Patton. So I'm not going to focus too much on medium side. I'm rather going to focus on probably the heavies, the Type 71, Type 68, and Stritzvon K. Normally, fighting a Type 71 in a tier 9 is rather tedious because of the fact that it has such good armor. But in the ST-1, I got more pen than the Type 71 has, so I shouldn't have to worry at all. You can see that, yeah, the power to weight's pretty mid, but once you get up to speed, it actually doesn't feel all too bad. We're going to start off by capturing Base B. Base cap is one of those things that if you can get it, why not? Because it's always going to give you that little bit of an upper advantage that you can take advantage of. So we're just going to chill right at this little side scraping position. You can see how we've got a tree covering us, and just like that, we're able to get Base B. So that's a good start to this battle. Now we're going to hop on over to C side. As we can see, looks like the enemy captured it from the safe position. That's fine with me. For now, we're just going to wait. I've got my team crossing over to A, and, well, there's not much going on. But if our team can get over to A, then I'm going to play a little aggressive in mid. Oh, we actually, we spotted the Type 71. We can also see the Hori off to the side. We're going to aim in on the side of that Hori. Aiming, and fire! I didn't think he was going to pull forwards. I don't really know what that Hori is doing, to be real. He's not doing a lot, I'll be completely honest. We're going to reload. That Hori's just killing himself. Okay, well, that's fine with me. He's dead. I'm going to let him die, and we're going to make our way over to the Type. So let's see if we can do that. Let's make our way right over here. Hello, Mr. Type 71. How are you doing? Unfortunately, that shell did not go where I wanted it to. But you can see just where the ST-1's very, very solid turret armor works pretty well. Unfortunately, that Type is actually running gun depression, which is something that you don't normally see. But he is running gun depression on his Type, which is very odd, I'm not going to lie. Normally, you really don't see that. But, as you can see, we did get a bounce from this Type, and we're going to aim it on his armor again. I mean, Type armor is very strong. You'll notice that, especially when hull down. It's a little ridiculous. But, as long as you know how to counter it, you should be okay. I just have no support from my team, so I'm kind of hoping that my team does end up supporting me here. There you go, another nice shot into his vehicle. We actually killed his driver with that shot, and, I mean, look at this. We're literally rivaling a tier 10 heavy. At this point, my team has finally decided to help me a bit. We're going to get another nice roll into the Type 71, just like that. He's already bled pretty decent chunk of health to us. While we may not feature a lot of damage per minute, we make up in other categories, and the biggest category is obviously the way the gun works. So we got the enemy Type 68 off to the side. We also got the M46 Patton over here. We're going to aim in on that Patton, aiming an HE shell on his rear, and boom! 554 slap into the rear of that M46 Patton, and just like that, we can see that that player is killed. Okay, well, that's not too bad at all. We know that the grill is in front of us, but to take advantage of this Type, we're going to push off towards this side. We can see that this is going to be a very easy win as it is. Just going to make our way on up this hill. Type is most likely going to pen us, but that doesn't matter. We have so much heat pen that it doesn't it doesn't change anything. I mean, the ST1 gun is just so dang nice. And again, yeah, it's got pretty tough armor, the Type, but we're just going to load premium shells into him over and over. He thinks he's going to get bounces, but in reality, he's not. So we're going to angle our tank here. We're going to make it a little tricky for this Type to pen us. There you go. Very easy pen right back into his vehicle. Just like that, we've brought a full health tier 10 heavy to basically a one-shot at this point. Type gets shot very easily right there. And just like that, we're going to try and finish him off. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Little sus, not going to lie. But 57 heavy finishes him off. I wasn't worried about the Type. I was more worried about this Jagdtiger, who we can see is going to probably try and rush us here. I'm not actually sure what he was going to do. I thought he was going to keep driving, so I was prepared to deal with him if he had. But it actually looks like he's not going to do that. So we're going to get another shell into his vehicle, just like that. A nice 600 chunk. And we're able to turn our turret into his vehicle. Oh my god, he's getting rolled. Alright, well, long live the enemy, Jagdtiger. And just like that, a pretty solid game. Is there anything else I really need to say about the ST1? I'll be real. I didn't play this game incredible. I had a couple bounces on the Type 71 that I could have done a little better with. But it is 6 in the morning. I haven't gotten any sleep since last night, so I'm basically on 0 sleep. And even with that, the ST1 just always performs well. We literally fought tier 10 heavies, did 3,800 damage, pulled out an ace, and literally did top on the team. It's just such a consistent heavy. The fact that you can have 8 degrees of gun depression, the fact that this vehicle can have so much pen and so much armor, it's just amazing. Here we are in another game. Once again, a tier 10 battle, and those are some incredibly cringe tier 10s. They got a mouse, IS-7, FE2 and 7 Badger. Yeah, that can be a little nasty, but again, we have so much penetration that we shouldn't actually have to worry. We can see that our 268 is going to help me, but my K91 is going to run away like a little wimp. So, at this point, it's going to be actually really impossible to win Heaviside. Sorry, my nose is a little itchy. They have an E75 mouse and IS-7 plus a Badger. That makes 4 heavies, essentially. So, yeah, and again, this thing's power to weight is pretty bad. If our Yag and K91 had gone to this side of the map, definitely a winnable situation. But, oh boy, this is going to be cringe, especially because I am literally the only front line our team has. So, there is the enemy Object 704, aiming in on his lower plate. There you go. Nice pen. Oreo is just going to drive right into the open. Yeah, I'm backing up. This is a disaster. I'm going to get out of here as fast as I possibly can. We did get a nice shell into the enemy M60. IS-7 missed us, which is also pretty good, not gonna lie. This is actually a really good spot I'm currently in to hold the enemy. You can see where, just look at that glorious heat pen. I mean, you can't counter that pen. It's just crazy to be able to roll through a mouse's turret like that. So we got the 183 in the back, 183 shot, which we're going to aim in on now, and there you go, nice 525 max roll. We're already up to 1,600 damage. And even though our team is not doing great, all I need to do is hold and allow our team to get on the rear. Please don't block me, yo. Alright, there you go, nice tracking shot into the enemy M60. And we're up to 2,000 damage, just like that. Our 268 is also still holding, and even though the 183 is a pretty nasty vehicle, look at that, I mean, you don't rival the ST1. The fact that, again, this is a freaking tier 9, and we're literally just combating tier 10s with relative ease it's a little dang crazy. So, we're just going to chill here. This mouse can't pen us, and there you go. He shot. Now we're going to aim it on the side of the IS-7. There you go. Easy pen. Unfortunately, that 183 managed to snap that shell into our tank. Not much you can do about that. Let's aim it on the IS-7 again, and bonk. There you go. Another nice shot, 380 damage. We are up to 2,800 damage at this point. Now we're going to aim in on the mouse, which is normally a pretty tricky opponent to fight, but in the ST1, we get a nice 525 roll. Now we're going to back on up, and, well, we're just going to see how long we can bait this guy out for. So we've gotten one nice shell out already. There you go, another nice bounce. We're going to load a heat shell into the mouse. That took 71 off. I'm sorry. That was literally like a butterfly kiss. I cannot believe this game sometimes. Alright, well, let's load in a heat shell. There you go. Nice 395 tap into the mouse. I mean, we're up to 4,000 damage. We've absolutely rolled this guy. No problems whatsoever. Now we're going to aim it on the side of the mouse. There you go. Easy pen. 440 damage into him there. Do I need to say anything else? I mean, it's just such a good tank. You literally can't counter an ST1 hull down. And it's weird, because it's a tier 9. This thing is legitimately better than a lot of tier 10 heavies. I can name a handful of tanks that I could not have done nearly as much damage or held nearly as well as I did in this tier 9. 4,600 damage dealt. An ace, it's just incredible. The ST1 is a super duper underrated tank. Imagine if this was the tier 10. Imagine the ST1 had 2,800 health. It would be so good as a tier 10. Sometimes I wish that the IS-4 was the tier 9 and the ST1 was swapped. But there you have it, ladies and gents. A vehicle that is just so good and so underrated. A lot of people try to say the 50 TP is better. It is. In certain ways, it has more mobility, but what you don't get is that crazy pen and that crazy holding capability. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.